Hey everybody, it's your girl Coco Kitten Bruja here, and I am back with another deck review. This is actually an unboxing because I just got this deck today. This is the Field Tarot by Hannah Elizabeth Fofana. Fofana? I won't sing the song, but yes, Hannah Elizabeth Fofana. I saw my friend get this deck, and I was immediately enamored with it. And there's a couple of nods to a couple of things, which is like, yeah, I have to get this deck. And I'll get into that when we start looking at the cards. But I am very, very, very excited about this particular deck. I feel like this is going to be one of those decks that I hold dear. So let's just get into it. Of course, you guys already know I took the plastic wrap off because I'm not going to fumble with that in front of you guys. Hand and eye coordination is a little off sometimes. We don't need those problems. All right, so two-part box. Nice and simple. I do like the color on the back of the card. But of course, first and foremost, let's look at the guidebook. So it looks like it's black and white. Font looks like it's pretty big here, and a very basic table of contents, and we go straight into the introduction, how to read tarot. We have our spreads here, classic Celtic cross, the field spread, sunset, horizon, road, mountain, sunrise. That's interesting. Oh, okay. So we go right into the major arcana. If a major arcana card presents itself in a reading, it should be giving extra weight. It represents your major concerns, feelings, and influences. It's just, a healthy rule of thumb to follow, outside of your intuitive messages. Okay, so there's no picture of the card when it comes to the meaning, and it looks like the meanings are really basic. So instead of the Fool, it's called the Beginnings. A new journey full of infinite possibilities is on the horizon. There's a sense of innocence and anticipation as the world awaits exploration. Trust what the universe has in store. Embrace the unknown. Get ready to set foot on the divine path, and it gives you keywords. So it's very, very, very simple, right? We're looking at 1, 2... This is 3 sentences for the explanation of the Fool. So, with that being said, do I recommend this for beginners? Sure. I feel like that is a succinct message for the Fool or the Beginnings card. Personally, I like in-depth meanings. I like personalized meanings to the deck. But I won't take away from the fact that, the message is clear. It makes sense. And then having the keywords will also help. But I feel like, yeah, the guidebook is very basic. There's really not much to it. But I won't take that completely away from the deck. Just because for me personally, yes, I love guidebooks, and that's always an added bonus, an extra feature to the deck. But this particular deck, I'm more drawn to the imagery than anything, so I really won't use the guidebook much. But for my beginners, I think you can still manage to use this deck if you are called to it, because this is like a starting place for you to really dive deep into the messages that the cards bring, if that makes sense. Let me not ramble along. Let's get into the cards. Again, I've already seen most of these cards, so I know how dope they are, and it's what attracted me to buy this deck. This deck is not on Amazon. I had to find it on a card publishing website, which I will link down below. It was like 20-something bucks, but shipping was like 10 bucks. So I think I wound up spending like $33 altogether, which is definitely not bad, especially for this deck. I really like the energy that this deck brings. So without further ado, let's take a look. So, beginnings. It's this is in your face. I mean, you start out your life naked, right? Empty. No, not empty, but devoid of any extras from the outside world. You're born naked. So that makes sense that the beginning or the Fool card is you're naked. And this is an extremely diverse deck because I absolutely look at her. Look at the High Priestess. Now, you're not getting the typical Rider-Waite images, which is something else to consider as a beginner. Because I feel like as a beginner, yes, you should use something that looks like Rider-Waite, but at the same time, if you're called to it, you're called to it. So I love this High Priestess card. I also love the fact that the Empress card is, I'm assuming, a lioness, because the Empress comes with its own level of strength, right? You don't always have to have that lion on the 8 card. Why not have a lion for the Empress as well? I dig it. I like the interpretation. And then we have the Emperor. Now, I will say that while the cards aren't in a minimalist style, there's still not a whole lot of things going on in the cards, which is cool because what you do get from it, it's very much in your face, right? Devil card. I like this Tower card too for my own personal reasons. I feel like I get a different message than the typical Tower when looking at this particular Tower. The Tower card is always interesting to me in a deck because some towers give different messages than other towers where the underlying meaning is the same, but they have their own spin to them. So it's always interesting to see the Tower cards in different decks. All right, and the Universe, which I absolutely love that card. Now, I'm not going to go over every single card in the minor. There are a few that I want you guys to see, which is what I was speaking about at the beginning. There are a couple of references in the minor arcana that was like, okay, Hannah, I see you. You watch XYZ. You watch these shows. I get it, because this card and one other card, I immediately thought of Sailor Moon. Like, that is a scepter, right? But as you go along, you're not going to tell me that doesn't remind you of Sailor Moon. And I was like, okay, I see you. I definitely see you. I need this deck. Honestly, this is one of the cards that made me get the deck. Because I was like, anybody who loves Sailor Moon is going to make a good deck. I need it. So this is one of the cards that made me get this deck. I'm a huge Moonie. And then we have another one. I love it. And then, so that's all of the wands. And I do like the fact that it tells you what the card is, but it gives you like a little keyword right there. So again, for the newbies, if you're new to tarot, this is still a good deck. You're going to definitely have to, I won't just say definitely have to, but maybe getting a supplemental guidebook to help you would work. If you are called to this deck, get a supplemental guidebook. The cups, I don't think there was anything that stuck out for cups. Oh, so he looks very familiar, and I can't place what show he looks like he's from, but he's definitely from a show, and I can't put my finger on it. And then, where is it? Also, it goes Princess, Prince, Queen, King, not Page, Knight. That looks like Eddard Stark from Game of Thrones. I was like, okay, I'm getting this deck. I see what she's doing here, and I'm here for it. So, the references are just really cool. Now, I'm not a huge Dragon Ball Z fan, like, at all. I've never even seen it. But from what I know, these look like Dragon Balls to me. Like, there's just little references to little things that I'm just like, okay, I want this deck. Now, the 10 of Discs, 10 of Pentacles, I love what they did with this because this reminds me of a tree stump, longevity, like generational type things. And when you think of the 10 of Pentacles, that is long money, that is inheritance, that is generational wealth, right? Establishment, being like, nothing is more established than a huge tree trunk with generations of history in it, right? So I like what they did with that. And then you're not going to tell me that's not T'Challa. You're not. Like, Hannah, I salute you because these cards are dope. I like this deck. I haven't used it yet, obviously, because this was an unboxing. Technically, I cheated because I saw the cards already, which is what made me buy the deck. But I haven't had a chance to use it. Just got it, just unboxed it for you guys. And I'm so excited to use this deck. Like, I have deck reviews scheduled out, but I'm pushing this one forward because you guys need to see this deck. This is an awesome, awesome deck. I was initially going to train this particular deck for money work. And I will make a video on how to train your deck. But now I don't know because the energy is very fun. It's very lively. It's very, I hear the word full. So I honestly may use this for all different kind of readings and I am super excited about it. This is definitely a keeper for sure. Again, I will link the website where you can get this deck in the description. Definitely hit the comments, guys. I love and read every single comment you guys put down, and I respond to them once a week. So please let me know how you feel about this particular deck. If it's something you would buy, if it's something you wouldn't buy. If you have it, let me know how you feel about it. And if you would like a reading with this particular deck, definitely hit me up at cocokittenbruja.com, excuse me, and book online. And you can hit me up across all social media at cocokittenbruja. And as always, I am sending you guys tons and tons of love and light. And may your next... Let me see. What message do I want to give y'all today? May the next time you receive news, it's the news you've been waiting for. That's what I'm going to send you guys. I don't know if that's going to be a continued thing, but I felt compelled to give you guys a message. So the next time you guys receive news, may it be news that you've been waiting for. Until next time, peace.